Greetings and welcome, Colonists, to another episode of Let's Do a Level of Outpost 2 Divided Destiny. Alright, Plymouth Campaign Mission 7. Rescue. Emma and her team, Wu, Johnson, Anthony, and the latest addition, a promising young woman named Shofar, were gathered around the lab table looking at photos displayed on a building screen. Dr. Shofar pointed proudly at the satellite photos that had led to her discovery. Emma whistled. So they have their own version of our Outpost Alpha, a secondary colony site for mining and research. Actually, said Johnson, there's no evidence of research. It's difficult to be sure with all the camouflage netting, but we suspect its primary purpose is mining and ore processing. There's no evidence of some new mining technology we don't understand yet. Possibly it's too dangerous to carry out near the main colony. There are other differences, added Wu. Our Outpost Alpha was placed far from the main colony to minimize the risk of attack and the danger to the general population, if there was an attack. This base is even closer to us than the main body of Eden. It's smaller, more hidden, more heavily fortified. That's the really puzzling part. Emma looked at him. How so? He pointed at some small structures on the map. These guard posts are positioned in such a way that, well, they seem better suited to keeping someone in than to keep hearing someone out. Emma had converted a storeroom in the lab into a makeshift quarters. It had to be close to her work. It had finally occurred to her that she'd never reached home in anything less than a state of full exhaustion and rarely left in much better shape the next morning. She moved in a bunk, a cabinet to store her clothes, and a few personal things, and of course, Frost. Emma still wasn't sure what to make of the computer's behavior. Though there had been no recent anomalies, Emma still had an odd feeling that the computer had somehow changed, that it was operating on some level of awareness to which she was not privy. Part of her wondered if she should trust Frost's computations, but accuracy was one measure in which the computer had never failed her, and given the pressure she was under, there was little choice. Furthermore, whenever the computer had behaved strangely, it always seemed to try to act in Emma's best interest. It had even gone to rescue Wu after it had taken his scout to use as battering ram. Why then did she still have the same feeling that the Savant somehow had its own agenda? She'd even begun to ask other colonists who worked with Savants if they'd noticed anything strange. There had been other incidents, though none as dramatic as the one with Frost. But even these came at them from a minority of the people who worked with Savants. As a scientist, she knew the drawbacks of anecdotal evidence. Perhaps her long and close association with Frost simply made her more aware, or perhaps most people treated the Savants with such reverence that they felt them incapable of error, and dismissed evidence to the contrary. It bothered her, and some nights she would lie awake in the darkness, watching Frost's silhouette, wondering what was going on behind that ebony facade. It was on one such occasion that she was startled by Frost's snowflake icon suddenly glowing on the side facing her. At first she felt like a child caught spying on an adult, but this faded when she realized it was not her attention that had activated the computer. I have an incoming message from Eden via craft. She jumped out of bed. Axon! The communication is not from Axon Moon. I am not familiar with the person communicating, but Craft offers its endorsement and encourages you to speak with him. Now the Savants are vouching for humans? Could this be another example of unusual Savant initiative? Perhaps, but at least in this case there was a human somewhere in the chain of action. Perhaps it was Jensen. Put him through. She didn't recognize the face on the screen. As in Axon's recent transmission, he was wearing a spacesuit and riding in a vehicle. He was young, sandy-haired, handsome in a boyish sort of way. He had intelligent green eyes, high cheekbones, and lines at the corners of his mouth as though he smiled a lot. He wasn't smiling now though. Somehow, just looking at him, she didn't think he was a scientist. My name is Brooke Panassi. I'm an associate of Axon Moon. Axon doesn't know I'm calling you. In fact, he never told me about you. I helped put him back in touch with Kraft and guessed some of the rest. Then tell me why I should be talking to you, Mr. Panati. I know you don't know me from Armstrong, but I didn't know who else to call. Axon is missing. We know. He seemed very surprised. I suppose I shouldn't ask you how you know, and I bet it wouldn't do any good if I did. Do you know what happened to him? No. Well, Kraft does, or at least Kraft thinks it does. There's a hidden mining colony that even the general population of Eden doesn't know about. We knew that too. He seemed less surprised and even smiled a little. You're very resourceful, whoever you are. I see why Axon seemed to trust you. She felt a little glow hearing that Axon still had her in some regard, or did, if as she prayed he was still alive. I'm gonna take a chance on you, pup, and assume that you're really a friend of Axon, and that you're at least somewhat trustworthy. You think this mining base has something to do with Axon's disappearance? He nodded. Stop me if I'm telling you something you already know. A faction known as the Masters has seized power in Eden. I'm ashamed to admit that I was tricked into helping them early on, but Axon set me straight and I've tried to make up for that mistake. Anyway, people who openly oppose the Masters seem to disappear at an alarming rate. They have sudden accidents that leave no remains, get lost during colony relocations, all sort of things. I think this mining base is being used as a prison, a labor camp of some sort. She nodded. A gulag? It would make sense. I don't know the term, but I'll take your word for it. I think that's where they've taken Axon. There's nothing I can do to get him out, but you might be able to do something, and it certainly would be in Plymouth's best interest to put that base out of operation. The people there might even make useful allies. A strike on the base was an attractive idea, and one she might be able to sell to the council on. Unfortunately, she couldn't dismiss the possibility it was an Eden trick. She thought of their own Outpost Alpha, equally vulnerable, in its own way, to attack. There were questions to be asked, but she couldn't risk telling Panati anything he didn't already know. Mr. Panati, are you aware of any unusual military build-up in New Terra? Signs of an impending attack, perhaps at long range? He thought for a moment before answering. It's hard to tell, but yeah, the vehicle factories have been working around the clock on vaster combat units, and they're being garaged rather than being put into regular service. It could fit with what you're telling me. Do you think you could give me some estimates on the strength of their forces? Yeah, give or take 10%. I hope that'll be close enough. The plan had been a hard sell to the council, but Emma pointed out that an attack on Outpost Alpha would have to pass both Eden's mining colony, which they now refer to as the Gulag, and Plymouth's main colony. They'll need every unit they have to defend Eden, so they won't be able to send reinforcements to the Gulag. We should be able to hit them fast and hard, capture enough units so we can defend Plymouth, and still send reinforcements to Outpost Alpha. Anything that escapes will still have to make its way home past our other forces, and we can mop them up then. Despite the danger to Outpost Alpha, they had finally agreed. The initial assault had gone well, concentrating on taking out the Gulag's guard posts, breaching fortifications, and capturing enemy units using Plymouth's EMP weapons and spiders. Emma had waited out the battle at a safe distance in a scout. She insisted that Wu remain behind this time. This was her plan, and her responsibility. She wasn't going to send people to unnecessary deaths this time. Waiting with her was a truck loaded with grenadiers, Plymouth's elite volunteer assault squad, rare soldiers, in a largely automated war. Their leader was Captain Mendiblis, a stern, square-faced young woman with an authority beyond her years. She appeared on Emma's comm screen. Elder, we'd like you to hold back while we go in and mop up. We still have to sort out the prisoners from the guards. Emma smiled grimly. You've got 10 minutes, Captain. Just don't shoot me by mistake. The captain flinched a little at having her authority challenged, but deferred. As you wish, Elder. We will be looking for Elder Moon as you requested. Please be careful. She watched as the truck rolled down the hill and weaved its way past the remaining fighting. She waited 7 minutes. The Scout was much faster and more maneuverable than the truck. She used it to its best advantage, slipping close to the enemy units when they were otherwise occupied. Using buildings and wreckage as cover, she was able to reach deep inside the Gulag, bypassing the Grenadiers by half a kilometer, heading for the CC, where she'd be most likely to get information about Axon's fate. She didn't trust that the CC's data records might not be erased before the Grenadiers could arrive. As the Scout approached the CC, she spotted the laser guard post turning her way, and turned quickly, using the command post itself for cover. She wouldn't have much time. She opened the hatch and jumped to the ground while the Scout was still moving. She'd programmed its onboard computer to make a slow circuit through the Gulag, away from the guard post, avoiding enemy units, and to periodically return here for pickup. It could be that she'd meet up with the Grenadiers before there was an issue, but she couldn't be sure. She grabbed the rifle she'd been issued and ran along the base of the building, looking for the most protected airlock to work on. It was sealed, of course, but she had some expertise in hacking locks. It took her only a few minutes with a clip-com and a hacked keycard to get the lock to cycle. Inside, she removed the helmet of her combat suit and moved carefully into the corridor. It was dark. Red emergency lights glowed at the end of the hall, and sparks issued from a collapsed ceiling panel. The building seemed to have taken some hits that she hadn't seen from inside. She shouldered her rifle and climbed the ladder to the main level. The power was out there, but at least all the emergency lighting seemed to be working. She wasn't familiar with the layout of Eden CC, but she was able to find signs that led her to the main control room. Occasionally she would hear voices in the distance, or running footsteps, but the building seemed to be already deserted. The control room door was jammed, and she had to pry it open to get enough to get through. The room was largely dark, but emergency backups had kept the computers and some of the panels alive. She found a working one and started to hack her way into the personnel roster. She started to make some progress when she heard a noise in the corner. She jumped to her feet and raised her rifle. "Come out, with your hands up." A lone figure rose slowly from behind a table, his hands in the air. "Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm a political prisoner here! You have to help me!" She stepped closer until she could see the man's face. He was large, muscular, with a handlebar mustache. He smiled broadly. "I'm glad to see you, my friend, even if the pleasure is entirely unexpected." He turned to raise one hand in a loose fist and punched it weakly towards the ceiling. "Victory to Plymouth! I'm looking for a man named Axon Moon." The man's eyes widened with surprise. "The Elder? I know the man. We were friends. He was here, but I've not seen him for some time. He was caught stealing and placed in solitary confinement." Without lowering his arms, he pointed towards the console he'd been working on. "They make me clean up here. I know how things work. If you can activate that console, I think I can find his prisoner dossier." She carefully lowered her rifle and turned back to the console. She was almost in. "What did you say your name was?" she asked absently as she worked. "Fox Borges. Commander Fox Borges." If it hadn't been for the armor in her combat suit, the piece of conduit that he hit her with would have likely shattered her spine. As it was, her face slammed into the console and she bounced off with enough force to send her to the floor. She tasted blood, and her vision cleared just in time to see the darkened silhouette standing over her, about to deliver the killing blow. The conduit swished through the air, propelled by powerful arms. She rolled, and the pipe struck the deck so close to her ear that she felt its wind and was nearly deafened by the sound. She put all her strength into her sidekick, aiming for where she thought his solar plexus might be. She made contact. She heard the air leave his lungs, and he reeled back, not dropping the pipe. The rifle was pinned under her. She fumbled for the pocket where she'd stashed her pistol. Borges moved a step towards her, when a hail of crossfire tore into him, some of it coming through the computer console. He fell sideways into a chair, rolled, and fell limply onto his back. She could see his dead eyes glittering in the darkness. She hugged the floor and palmed the pistol, which she finally managed to locate. "Elder?" It was Captain Mendebliss' voice. "It's me," she yelled. "I'm coming out. Don't shoot." Somebody chuckled. "Wouldn't think of it." Cautiously she emerged from her hiding place. The captain stood just inside the door with the two of her grenadiers, their rifles still smoking. Elder, thank the Maker you're alive. She looked at the ruined console. The rest of the equipment had gone dark. It would take time to sort all this out. Too much time. Elder, said Mandibliss, I think we've located all the prisoners remaining, and none of them is Axe and Moon. Some of the prisoners report that he and some others overpowered their guards in the confusion of the attack and were able to escape. We have reports of a convoy of primarily unarmed vehicles moving away from the Gulag. Emma's eyes widened. Toward Eden or away from it? Away, into the eastern Badlands. Another trooper appears in the door. Captain, we have an incoming message from Plymouth. An Eden convoy has been spotted passing Plymouth, headed for Outpost Alpha. Mandibliss made eye contact with Emma. We need it, was all she said. Emma nodded. She had faith that Axon was leading that convoy, and it seemed that wherever he was going, whatever he had planned, he could take care of himself. As for her, the battle had only begun. Let's go, she replied. Indeed. But let's get into the story proper, or the mission proper. Commander, we have made no progress in stopping the microbe. Our biologist is now simply calling it the Blight. Our focus must be on completing our starship and escaping the planet. Computer projections show that the current growth rate, the Blight will barely be able to complete the research. Computer projections show that at the current growth rate of the Blight, we will barely be able to complete that research, produce enough metals, and build a starship in time. Some of the richest ore deposits on New Terra have either been infected or are now in extremely dangerous volcanic and seismic regions. We must move carefully ahead of the Blight and use all of the available resources possible to survive. Instruments indicate the atmosphere of New Terra is continuing to thicken, and our planetary scientists predict more unusual disturbances. New Terra, it seems, is beginning to have weather. We have constructed a special base with some brave volunteers in one of these dangerous areas. The base base combines both mining and research facilities in close proximity to make our space program progress more efficiently without jeopardizing the rest of our colony. We must increase our research results and metals production to continue our starship program. We should soon be able to begin sending launch vehicles into orbit and constructing the starship. A few convects and other vehicles are already in risk in this area. Use the spiders and EMPs to capture units and reinforce our own defenses to conserve the valuable metals we are producing. Build more vehicles at the vehicle factory if you absolutely need them, but you must manage without the structure factory. At our last encounter with Eden, they must surely suspect our plans. Based on their reaction so far, they will probably try to hinder our efforts. Be prepared for any attacks Eden may launch on our space. Our needs are critical. See the specific objectives for the things we must do to complete our starship in time to save our colony. Right. Well, that's not all that demanding, does it seem?
Command control initiated.
Alright. Well, while we're at it, let's go have a look at all these various things. Let's see, we don't have anything currently set up. We have 2 robo-miners. Right, any research I can start right now.
Surplus.
Let's get Scout class drivetrain refit. That needs to be done now.
Power shortage.
Yeah. Let's get rare ore extraction so we can increase that. Right, level 2 mine, that's not bad. In fact, given that our rare ore smelter is over here, that's probably as good as we can get.
Structure disabled. Morale is fair.
Alright, we have microwave, EMP, tokamak. Alright. Well, we do have some units. Our combat potential is, well, non-existent, to be sure. Alright.
Structure disabled.
2 metal. Still need to wait until those have finished. But we should have enough. I mean, I don't think the morale is holding steady at 50. And we have a volcano over here. That's most likely not going to do much to us.
Research completed.
Alright.
Mining location surveyed.
Hot
Structure
cracking column
disabled.
efficiency to reduce power needs. Right.
Structure completed.
You 4 can start on this. I think this one will probably be easier to defend. And
Food
any
production in surplus.
of the other buildings
Structure
are just not
disabled.
viable to protect at this point in time.
Warning. Power shortage.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Structure completed. Power levels optimal.
Alright, let's get a few more cargo trucks. And let's
Morale
go
is
down a
fair.
highway.
Research completed.
Right.
Vehicle ready.
Recycler post-processing. No, that's not in critical. Let's get meteorology. Alright. I really want to deploy these defenses, but I don't think I can. Ooh, arachnid factory.
Structure completed.
Let's get that going as well. Ah, here we have Eden coming in. Just some lasers. I'm not gonna bother with
Vehicle ready.
lasers. Right, one more cargo truck.
Alert. Seismic event imminent.
Alright, so we may have to defend over here. Well, that I can do.
Warning. Seismic event detected.
Yeah, unfortunately it's too far away from these laser links to really do anything.
Vehicle ready.
Right.
Food production in surplus. Power levels optimal. Research completed. Structure completed.
Alright. Let's wait with that for a moment.
We are under attack. Morale is fair.
Alright, nobody was critically injured.
Structure completed. Structure completed.
It's fine. Let's get one more microwave over here. Right.
Warning. Meteor approaching. Tube completed.
Right, we have the arachnid factory operational. Still good. Right, now to make sure that the enemy doesn't do any shenanigans. You're still working on that, you're still working on that.
Structure completed.
Alright, so now I just got one more microwave, two more microwaves. Right. Two more
Warning.
microwaves.
Vortex detected.
Oh, that's luckily far enough away. Alright, we've got more incoming.
Warning. Seismic event detected.
Good thing I didn't go for this one then.
Wall completed. Power levels optimal. Food production in surplus. Wall completed. We are under attack.
Now that would have been a good target to take over, but
It's
unfortunately it's gonna have to wait until I can afford to get some spiders, because that's currently still a little bit beyond my abilities. No, I will put the final 2 cannons over here though. Right.
Research completed. Wall completed.
Get the multiple weapon mine system going. Getting the ESG would likely be a very good idea. At the very least to slow things down a bit. Alright, we've got some stuff coming in. Some spiders will do that.
Alert. Seismic event imminent.
Luckily not anywhere near us. Let's get one more cargo truck going. The common metals. Right.
Warning. Seismic event detected. Alert. Seismic event imminent.
Alright, we've got 2
Spider
groups coming
ready.
in.
Structure completed. Power levels optimal. Vehicle ready.
You 2 can stand over there.
Food production in surplus. Warning. Seismic event detected. Bulldozing completed. Structure completed. Research completed.
Right. Let's get arachnid weaponry.
Morale is fair. We are under attack. Our colony is under attack. Research completed. We are under attack. Our colony is under attack. Structure repaired.
Alright, let's get another
Our colony is under attack.
earthworker over there.
Warning. Meteor approaching. Vehicle ready.
I knew Eden was gonna go with shenanigans. Alright, let's get some Panther EMPs.
Structure repaired. Warning. Vortex detected. Alert. Seismic event imminent. Wall completed.
Right.
Warning. Seismic event detected. Vehicle ready. Power levels optimal.
Alright. Let's get the leisure studies. I can't use them for anything else anyway.
Production in surplus.
After all, the people in Plymouth don't need to suffer for our lack of progress. And I get another brace of spiders.
Bulldozing completed. Morale is fair. Vehicle ready. Research completed. Spider ready.
Alright, more incoming Eden units.
Structure repaired. Our colony is under attack. We are under attack. Vehicle destroyed. Tube completed. Our colony is under attack. Vehicle captured. Vehicle captured.
I do love how that works sometimes.
Alert. Seismic event imminent. Research completed. Warning. Vortex detected.
Alright, that's at lava defenses.
Power levels optimal. Warning. Seismic event detected.
Alright, the magneto hydrodynamics.
We are under attack. Food production in surplus.
Will you stop that?
Vehicle captured. Vehicle captured. Morale is fair. Warning. Meteor approaching. Vehicle repaired. Research completed.
Alright, let's get the convex out of the way, because they are no good to me here. Alright, space program, go.
Structure repaired.
Actually, let's reduce the priority on this one a little bit.
We are under attack. Structure disabled.
Not enough workers. Well, that's a pity.
Alert. Seismic event imminent. Bulldozing completed. Tube completed. Power levels optimal. Structure disabled. Warning. Seismic event detected. We are under attack. Food production in surplus. Vehicle captured. Tube completed.
It is just so darn difficult to keep those things alive.
Structure disabled.
Alright, we can now build scorpions.
Alert.
Probably not gonna do that on
Seismic
this
event
mission.
imminent.
There's no point, I can't
Bulldozing
repair
complete.
things now.
Morale is fair.
Alright, let's just hook these up. I mean, I might have not needed to bother with this, but, you know.
Warning. Seismic event detected. Vehicle destroyed. Spider ready.
Well, at least I'm not reliant on that.
Structure disabled. Warning. Vortex detected. Tube completed.
Alright, let's just slow that all the way down. I really want magneto hydrodynamics. Alright, got more incoming. Doesn't look all that serious. Let's get a couple of Panther, not those. ESGs. Let's get a few ESGs.
Structure disabled.
Yeah,
Alert.
I know.
Seismic event imminent. Power levels optimal.
Stop telling me that it's
Structure
disabled.
Vehicle ready. We are under attack.
Are we now?
Warning. Seismic event.
Oh, I guess now it had a point.
Warning. Meteor approaching. Research completed.
Alright.
Our colony is
Alright,
under
let's
attack.
get our vehicles stronger.
Food production in surplus. We are under attack. Structure disabled. Structure destroyed. Morale is fair. Our colony is under attack. Vehicle destroyed. Vehicle ready. Alert. Seismic event imminent. Repair stopped. Repair stopped. We are under attack. Structure repaired. Warning. Seismic event detected. Warning. Meteor approaching.
Alright. No. Just wait until I've got the stuff figured out.
Cannot comply. Power levels optimal. Research completed. Alert. Seismic event imminent.
Alright, explosive charges.
Structure completed. Vehicle ready. Warning. Seismic event detected. Food production in surplus.
Alright, you're coming this way, that's fine. You're splitting up a bit, eh?
Morale is fair. Vehicle captured. Our colony is under attack. Vehicle ready. Alert. Seismic event imminent. We are under attack. Research completed.
Alright, public performance.
Structure repaired. Our colony is under attack. Warning. Seismic event detected. Warning. Meteor approaching. Structure disabled. Vehicle destroyed. Structure destroyed. We are under attack. Vehicle captured. Power levels optimal. Vehicle captured. Structure repaired. Alert. Seismic event imminent. Seismic event detected. Research completed.
Well, I've got enough of that.
Food production in surplus.
Alright. Recycle up post-processing then. not gonna gain any more scientists and stuff. Alright, no more spiders.
Morale is fair. Structure repaired.
Just focus on keeping things alive until we're done.
Alert. Volcanic eruption imminent.
Oh, great. Well, at least that's far enough away before it becomes a problem for us, even though we are set up in a very dangerous place.
Alert. Seismic event imminent. Warning. Volcanic eruption detected. Vehicle ready.
Alright.
Warning. Seismic event detected. Power levels optimal. Vehicle destroyed. Alert. Seismic event imminent.
Alright, so the lava is gonna flow around and then it'll come over here, and I could put up lava defenses, because I do have that tech now.
Warning.
But that would just be a stay of execution. So better to face this head on.
We are under attack. Food production in surplus. Vehicle destroyed. Research completed.
Alright, forum reconfiguration.
We are under attack. Morale is fair. Warning. Meteor approaching. Vehicle destroyed.
Alright.
Research completed.
So now we really just need... Oh, we could get smelter post-processing.
Research completed.
Let's get all hands on that.
Repaired.
And that's all the technology we can get. So might as well, that's really not worth it. Yeah, you go get repaired. Where do you think you're going with those units, Eden? That lava really should have crushed them.
Seismic event imminent.
But at the very least it slows them down. Oh well, as soon as I have 10,000 units of common ore, I will be done.
Alert. Seismic event imminent. Warning. Seismic event detected. Warning. Seismic event detected.
Alright. Just lynxes for now. It's fine. I can handle lynxes.
Vehicle repaired. Food
Alright.
production in surplus.
Just join the chain.
We are under attack. Morale is fair. Damage warning. Vehicle destroyed. Vehicle captured.
Right, we're almost there. Lava still approaching.
We are under attack. Vehicle destroyed.
Alright. Come eat my defenses, you Eden bastards.
Power levels optimal. We are under attack.
Alright. And that does it.
Done well. Our colony is surviving.
Alright, and that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.